Hello students, welcome to Math to Infinity. In today's class, we are going to learn about the application of matrix. Start the session. Here I have listed few application of matrix. First one is encryption and decryption of messages, deep learning, converting 3D image into 2D image, electric circuit equation, contra dancing, surveys and database. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the deep learning in little detail. The others I'm going to give a brief about it. So encryption and decryption of messages. Imagine a situation, you are a sender, you're going to send a confidential message to a receiver. It can be a bank account detail, it can be a password, or it can be a confidential message also. So that message needs to be encrypted and decrypted before it reaches the receiver. So this matrix helps to generate several keys to the messages so that the message can be encrypted and decrypted before it reaches the receiver. So with help of this, you would be able to produce the highly secured message. So that is one of the important application of matrix. Deep learning we are going to discuss. The third one, converting the 3D image into 2D image, that is application of matrix in the animation field that we'll discuss in future class. And electric circuits equation. We have learned about the Kirchhoff's circuit and Wheatstone bridge circuit in the 12th standard, if I'm not wrong. So in that, we used to solve an equation with help of unitary method. Like imagine you are having a equation like this. Yeah, we'll take these three equations. Solving of these three equations and finding the answer for these three variables is pretty easy, right? What if the equations contains n number of variables in it? All the 26 alphabets in it. What if you have to solve thousands of equations? This matrix is going to be very much efficient if you are solving it with help of a matrix method. Contra dancing, it is a really interesting one. Choreographing the group dancing is little hectic. With help of a matrix, it would be really efficient. And database. Uh, database, sorry, forgot to mention the surveys. Surveys, like you take an example of seismic survey. In seismic survey, you'll have to, record the information, record huge data, like 8 o'clock, what is the Richter scale? Like it can be, uh, you know, 1.9 Richter scale, 8 a.m. And then at 5 a.m., it can be 5 Richter scale. It can be like at the 9 o'clock, what happened? 8-6, what happened? 8-9, what happened? So like that, you have to store a huge amount of information. Storing the information in the matrix format is going to be very much efficient. So the people who works in geology departments are merely depending upon the matrix method. So that is also one of the important application of matrix. And then the final one is database. Database. You could see the database in your school also. You take an example of your progress report or attendance sheet. Like in the progress report, you'll have name here, the subjects here, and the total marks. Like the first row can be the information about the quarterly, and then the second row can be the information about the half yearly, and the third row can be the information about the preparatory or annual exam, whatever. So you can assume this progress report as a matrix form. Not assumption, that's what it is. It is also a matrix form. Your attendance sheet, one name is assigned to, 2, and then 2 it is like that. So 3 it is going to be like this. So this matrix it is a 2 cross 3 matrix. What's 3? I'm sorry, it is 3 cross 2. So there are 3 rows and 2 columns. That is the dimension of the matrix, right? First, you will be mentioning the number of rows present, followed by the number of columns. So matrix can be used in many places, many streams. Okay. And in today's session, we are going to discuss about the deep learning in image processing. Let me erase this. So here is the question. How Google will recognize the picture? The Google database, the Google Cloud has thousands and millions of pictures in it. So this picture is the great Abraham Lincoln's picture. So how the Google will recognize whether it is a Abraham Lincoln or Donald Trump? Yeah. So how it will recognize? So that's what we are going to learn in the deep learning. Stop the annotations. Yeah. The first thing is you have to break down the picture into bits. You have to break down the picture into ones and zeros. There is a concept called deep learning that uses convolutional neural network algorithm. So what we will do basically, we'll take a picture of an object. You will be feeding it to the algorithm, and then the algorithm will classify whether the given one is human or animal or bird or this person or that person. So that is the problem of this conventional neural network algorithm. Yeah. So the first thing is you have to break the image into pixels. So this is the broken picture of the Abraham Lincoln. So let's say this photo is 300 cross 300 pixels. Each photo has some dimensions, right? So let's say this picture has like 300 cross 300. Let me write it. In the sense, 300 units in the width and 300 units in the height. Then only I can call it as 300 cross 300 dimension. The resolution of the picture is 300 cross 300 over here. So here, it is a simple grayscale photo, right? So each pixel in the photo is basically a grayscale square. So the grayscale contains 256 shades of gray. 256 shades of gray. So you can assume, you can assign 0 to white color. You can assign 255 to black color and vice versa. You can assign 255 to black or 0 to white. The others are going to be the shades of gray. Can you see the values over here? Yeah, like they have assigned the values to the Abraham Lincoln's picture. Like for each and every square, they have assigned some values over here. On to the next slide. So in this slide, a grayscale with a matrix. So this is presented with a matrix. You can represent the photo as a matrix. So if the photo is having 300 cross 300 pixel resolution, then the dimension of the matrix is also 300 cross 300. And in this grayscale with the matrix, so this grayscale picture can be divided into 0 to 255. Each element of a matrix is of a number from 0 to 255. The value shows the intensity of the gray. For example, you take the 0 value. 0 is very dark, and take 64. 64 is like little lighter, and you take 255. 255 is pure white, and 254 is less white, like that. Yeah. So the grayscale with the matrix is this picture. So this is how the Google will recognize. So the Abraham Lincoln picture is broken down into pixels, and it will assign the grayscale index to it, and then it will convert into zeros and ones, and then it will recognize, yeah, it is Abraham Lincoln. So this convolutional neural network algorithm helps to recognize the picture in the to the Google. I hope you understood the deep learning concept, and I'm going to play a video. Please wait. I'm going to play a contra dancing. speed equations. So let me assume this people as elements of the matrix. I'm going to draw a matrix over here. To draw a matrix. Like, let me name this person as A11 and this person as A12 and this couple as A13. And for the second root is going to be B11, B12, B13, B14, and then for this it is going to be C11, C12, C13, C14. So for choreographing, I can say this A11 has to mingle with the B12, this B12 has to sway with the C13, the C13 has to sway with the B14. You have to move through diagonal of the matrix, right? Or it's like shift your the first row, move the last row. So the matrix really helps helpful in choreographing the contra dance. Thank you so much for watching.